Three, two, one. You're live. Good evening, beautiful ladies, wonderful gentlemen. I think I'm gonna give myself a haircut while I'm live. But what's up, beautiful ladies, wonderful gentlemen? I'm here on a beautiful Tuesday evening. It's like 9:05 or something like that. I don't know. 9:06. My laptop was buffering and buffering and buffering. That's why I be looking. You like annoying, like sitting there watching this shit go round and round and round and round and round. And about 6 minutes go by, you watch a little circle go around. I almost say I don't want to do this live stream, but hey, folks, why not? We got Icy Dawn in the house. I'm going to have a little topic. It's a little different topic. I don't know. I was sitting here watching some YouTube, and I was watching a video, and they was talking about digital underground shock G. And so when I went from that and I went to the next thing, it led me all into self destruction. So we got an interesting topic. We're going to go over two iconic songs that we used to listen to back in the days in the 90s. And it was self destruction on the East Coast, and it was all in the same game on the West Coast. Musicians and artists that put their talent on display to get us to, make a change, stop the violence, to make us understand that we're all in the same game. But, sometimes just for the album is just for the sales, but it's still words that was still live. And it's important for us to realize that a lot of people are still alive to make changes. And as long as you are alive, you are here to make a change. And like I was listening, watching these videos, and I'm listening to the age, like Shock G when he died, he was 57. Think about Karis One, he's like 58. Public Enemy, he's like 60, early 60. You know what I'm saying? These people are at their prime of adulthood. And that's where we at right now. Many of us are at our prime of adulthood. So it's now or never. And so we're gonna get into this now or never. And now or never is a vortex. Now or never is a portal. Now or never is a black hole. Now or never is a eternal galaxy. And there's no telling where now or never goes, folks. Or should I say, it's now or never. You know what I'm saying? It's either we do it now or it's never ever going to get done because we don't have the right generation after all those individuals. Really talking about those babies that was born in the 70s and the early 80s. Those babies is like pretty much the last generation of the ones who have this type of mindset that's really of this new world order. And the mindset is not 100% right. It's like altered. It's like this. It's not like this. It's like this. It's not 100% spinning around. It's right now. So we have to really figure out what it's going to take for us to make this change. And so sometimes you just got to listen to the words. My man D Nice, I got to get to my man D Nice words because my man D Nice dropped some real strong lyrics. Yo, folks, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not doing no advertising for Planet Fitness, but it's hot as crap, and I'm just looking at myself. I'm looking at myself on camera right now. This is the first time I'm looking at myself on camera after doing 20,000 push-ups. 20,000 push-ups. That nigga's looking good. Almost 50. You know what I'm saying? Almost 50. You dig? We gotta understand it's now or never. While you still got individuals like myself and many other men out there who still have the legs, the arm, the strength, and the minds to fight this war, it's important for us to realize that we must mount up and do it now or never. Like I say, Black Man Rise, Original Rebel. Like I said, I think I'm going to give myself a cut because I ain't have a chance to cut my hair. Damn, to be honest, I cut this shit like 3 days ago. As you get older, the head just moves in like 30, like 16 happening just ASAP. Well, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I have some videos that I would like to share. Let's see if I can remember how to do this because I forgot. I forgot. Okay. Guys, I forgot how to work this stuff. Microsoft Edge, StreamYard. Man, we're gonna go to first. We're gonna go. We're gonna go to the East Coast. East Coast is where we at right now. Where I'm at. I don't know where you at. Where you from, folks? Shout out your area. Put in the chat where you from. I'm from New York City. I'm from the East Coast. And so, folks, we have this album that was made. It was produced. I think what 1991. 1991 or something like that. Maybe a little earlier than that. Yeah, about 1991. And this album, this song, it wasn't a full album, but this song was produced because people like the man Karis One, who's still around, he felt like it was a very imperative for us to break down these speech. One of Malcolm X speeches, I can't remember which one it was. I do have that speech though, but I can't remember which one it was. What year was this? Let me see what year this is. Okay. And yeah, like I said, I can't remember what year this song dropped, maybe 89, 90, 91. But all I know is that these young boys and young women were spitting their lungs out and their hearts out. And it's important for us to take time out to break these words down. So let's hear what they had to say. Damn it. They were that circle again. Really quickly. So we're going to have to go back to the top. Ignorant brothers trying to rob and steal from another. You get caught in the mid. So this is in the zone, and you really want to talk about something, and then you got to have this computer do this buff thing crap.
Here's what we did. We got ourselves together so that you can unite and fight for what's right. Not negative cause. The way we live is positive. Don't kill our relatives.
Go back to the top. You heard? We're going to go back to the top. We're going to go back to the top. All right.
We all agree tonight, all of the speakers have agreed that America has a very serious problem. Not only does America have a very serious problem, but our people have a very serious.
He said, not only do America have a serious problem, but he said our people have a very serious problem. This was in the 1965, maybe 1964, but this speech was like one of his last speeches. You know what I'm saying? Coming to the end of him, and he said, America has a serious problem, but not only do America have a serious problem. Shout out to you, Big Heavy D. I met Heavy D. He gave me an autograph, and he says, but we have a serious problem. And our serious problem is self-destruction, us destroying ourselves, not loving ourselves, hating ourselves, and giving up on ourselves. And that's why it's now or never. Because, folks, the gas price, food price, everything's going high. Man and woman's relationship is down. We don't love each other the way we're supposed to. We don't believe in ourselves anymore. The music is trash now. The young people who's creating the music right now are not of a generation who have this type of spirit of knowing that it's time for us to make real music. So where we go from here? So we are the generation that have to realize it's now or never. And as long as we still have these MCs that was on these tracks in place and position, it's important for us to wake up, rise, and do what we must do to make a change because it only gets worse from here. It do not get better. Do you think that the gas price is $4, $5, $6 just because? How do you think it's going to get better? Mean that the price is going to go up. It's like us to love ourselves and fight. It must be penalized. You know what I'm saying? Always talk who's the greatest MCs, Biggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, or Nas, or Karis One, and things like that. But we had artists in the '90s that was just like B list, A side, the B side, the C side, but they all was A side material. You understand what I'm saying? Picking up fruits and just throwing it on the ground because it didn't taste good for that second. So we had artists in the '90s that was just like picking up fruits and just throwing it on the ground because it didn't taste good for that second. So you another one off the tree and you bite another one. You just have so much fruit that is you can waste fruit. You know what I'm saying? And it's so much that we don't value it. So with the musicians that we had in the '90s, if we knew what we had when we had hip hop, we would never have no Tupac and Biggie beef. We don't call it East Coast West Coast beef. We call it Tupac Biggie beef. We would never have that quarrel. We would never have musicians going against each other and killing each other and dying and shooting each other because we would have a certain level of respect if we understood that there's so much that you can do with that fruit. There's so much that you can do with whatever it is that you do. And there's no reason why we don't have our elite hip hop artists spotlight spotlighting and shining right now. Like real talk, who the fuck is Rakim's like management? Rakim, Rakim the God. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, New York. There's no reason why he didn't do like about like 20 movies on voiceover. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why he wasn't cartoons as voiceover. 20 different cartoons. It's so much that we don't really directions that and paths that we don't follow and go down because we're just so stuck on being on one content. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a hip hop rapper. Yo, dude, you a voice. You have a voice. Your voice, like my man Guru says, the voice is the voice that gets the people. It's the people dancing, but it's the voice that catches people because you can have that same beat on, and you can have one person freestyle to it, then you can have another person freestyle to it, then you can have this dude come out there and freestyle to it, and then everybody turn around, stop what they're doing, put the drinks to the side, and they like, yo, what he's saying? Because he got the voice. Because he got the voice. It's all about he was supposed to be super rich just because his voice, not because he's doing music, but because he's doing art. And that's where you got to say disappear. It's letting our value disappear. It's letting whatever it is go. Topic is. What's the name of this topic? Let me go see. What's the name of my title, folks? What is the name of this title of this live stream? You know Don don't be knowing. I just be putting stuff together or for flim because I'm a puppy, so you do what you gotta do. Okay, there's no better time than now. Okay, yeah, like I said, what I say, unite before it's too late. That's what I said. I said unite before we self-destruct. Okay, yeah, unite before we self-destruct. All right, let me before I get back to the words, before I get back to the music, let me big me up a little bit. Unite before we self-destruct. For all those who didn't see me flexing, I'm going to show you my little flexing. Yo, look at this bicep right now, yo. This is 20,000 in push-ups. You know what I'm saying? About like 7,000 dips, 8,000 dips. It's 3 weeks of training. You know what I'm saying? I can actually, I can actually put like a training bra on this chest right here because I was focused. You know what I'm saying? They had me locked down. So what else can you do? You got to, you know what I'm saying, build up your body. So that's what we did because we're not going to self-destruct. They're not going to take my body and lock my body up and think they're going to capture my mind and break my soul. You heard? They're not going to do that. So you can't do that to a strong king. All you did was just made him stronger. And so as I'm out here in the world right now, we're not going to self-destruct, folks. I was going through something to be honest, and I said, "Yo, man, shit like this make you just giving up. It's not about giving up, folks. There's no time for you to give up. So let's go back to the songs and hear the words of my man real quick. We're going to rewind so we can hear these words, okay? My man Malcolm first, okay? Rock with me, folks. Rock with me.
We all agree tonight, all of the speakers have agreed that America has a very serious problem. Not only does America have a very serious problem, but our people have a very serious problem. America's problem is self-destruction. 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 Self-destruction.
Take a little time out, folks. Study. What's up?
Well, today's topic, self-destruction. It really ain't the rap audience is bugging. Just one or two suckers, ignorant brothers, trying to rob and steal from one another. You get caught in the mid. So to crush that stereotype, here's what we did. We got ourselves together so that you can unite and fight for what's right. Not negative cause. The way we live is positive. We don't kill our relatives.
Pop, 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 when it's shot, who's to blame? Headline, front page, and rap's the name. MC, right here to state the bottom line. The back of background, we way before our time.
Triple run flight with a knife, fight. Crash with he died. Tried to be death when he left. Very last breath was I slept, so watch your step. Back in the 60s, our brothers and sisters were hanged. How could you gang bang? I never ever ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man. Cause that's self-destruction.
All right, folks. Running from each other, fighting each other, destroying each other, hating on each other. This is the reason why I was never attacking that clown, dumb fool Johnson, because I have this in my mind. You heard? She has the voice.
To get inside, you pay the whole $10. Scotch tape with a razor blade, tape to your collar. Leave the guns in the crack and the knobs alone. MC lights on the microphone, bum rushing and pushing, snatching and taxing.
Do y'all hear this woman's voice? We all know she had the voice. MC Light's supposed to be about like 50 to 70 million strong right now to this day, folks. MC Light's, I'm gonna check and see how much her value is worth. MC Light, because her voice and who she is and how she portray herself and how she escaped through the woods, and never ever did you really truly hear negativity of an MC mother effing Light. Why is she not worth $100 million? Her voice is worth $100 million. I'm gonna see how much MC Light is worth right now. Let's see, folks. You gotta understand right now, like I said, self-destruction time. We must help build one another so we can really build. We must build one another so we can build right now. We must inspire one another. Reach out to MC Light and tell her, yo, MC Light, yo, you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. You can do much more than just wait for these black showcases and shit like that. She has the voice. MC Light. How many cartoons did we see MC Light in? How many movies did we see? I mean, she could have been like the narrator of so many different movies and shows and things, stories for kids. I mean, like, who are these people managers? How these people, like I said, let me go check it out. MC Light. MC Light. What's her net worth? She better not be worth. She better not be under 10 million. I'm telling you, MC Light cannot be underneath $10 million. She has a strong voice. It's for female. Come on, folks. What is MC Light net worth? I'm scared to look. I am scared to look. What is her net worth? Oh, come on, folks. MC Light is she's at 51 years of age, still beautiful, and this woman is currently $8 million US strong. She's only worth $8 million in 2022. That's a slap in the face, and this is what I'm trying to help get you to understand. Is because we don't have enough love for our race to build our. There's no reason why MC Light has no value. What is $8 million? I mean, if I had $8 million, I'd be extremely happy. But for you to be 20, 21 in the game and you still are part of the system and you only value at $8 million, that's because we don't know what to do with the power of what we have, because we have so much hate amongst each other and we self-destruction. It's now or never, folks. It's now or never. It's now or never. Let me go back. I'm sorry. I'm going back. I'm going all the way back. I'm going all the way back. That's how we doing this today. We breaking down because I need you to understand that only way we're going to get back in power.
We all agree tonight, all of the speakers have agreed that America has a very
Just
serious
understand that we have a very serious
Not
problem.
only does America have a very serious problem, but our people have a very serious problem.
Our people have serious problems.
America's problem is
I would like to know what he said our problem is. What is our problem?
Well, today's topic, self-destruction. It really ain't the rap audience is bugging. It's one or two suckers, ignorant brothers, trying to rob and steal from one another. We did. We got ourselves together so that you can unite and fight for what's right, not negative. Cause the way we live is positive. We don't kill our relatives.
Pop, 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 when it's shot, who's to blame? Headlines, front page, and raps the name. MC right here to state the bottom line. The black on background was way before our time.
Triple brother black with a knife. Fight, cry, cause you tired of trifling death when he left. His very last brothers and sisters were hanged. How could you gang bang? I never ever ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man, cause that's self-destruction. 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 Self-destruction.
That's how she come in. That's how she come in. Just like this.
Funky fresh dressed to impress, ready to party. Money in your pocket, dying to move your body. To get inside, you pay the whole $10. Scotch tape with a razor blade, take to your collar. Leave the guns in the crack and the knives alone. MC Lights on the microphone, bum rushing and pushing, snatching and taxing. I can't understand why brothers don't be maxing. There's only one disco, they'll close one more. You ain't guarding the door, so what you got a gun for? Do you rob the rich and give to the poor? Yo, daddy, school is
This straight from the mouth of why and daddy-o. Do a crime, end up in jail, and gotta go. Cause you could do crime and get paid today, and tomorrow you're behind bars in the worst way. Far from your family, cause you're locked away. Now tell me, do you really think crime pays? You gonna take it with your brother had?
You little sucker.
You talking all
Listen,
that
my man.
jazz.
It's time to stand together in a unity. Cause if not, then we're soon to be self-destroyed, unemployed. The rap race will be lost without a trace. Or a clue but what to do is stop the violence and kick the science. Down the road that we call eternity, where knowledge is formed and you learn to be self-sufficient, independent. To teach to each is what rap intended, but society wants to invade. So do not walk this path that they laid. It's
Do a crime, end up in jail, and gotta go. You could do crime and
pocket, dying to move your body. To get inside, you pay the whole $10. Scotch tape with a razor blade,
Alright.
tape to your collar. Leave the guns in the crack
These two
and the
verses that's about to come up
MC Lights on the microphone.
by
Bum
Daddy-O
rushing
and,
pushing, snatching and taxing. I can't
D-Nice.
understand why brothers don't be maxing. There's only one disco. They'll
Listen
close
to
one
the
more.
words
You ain't
very
guarding the door. So
carefully,
what you got a gun
very
for?
closely,
Do you rob the rich and
because
give to
this
the
is
poor?
all we
Yo,
must do.
daddy, school is a
boy.
This straight from the mouth.
Listen.
Daddy-o. Do a crime, end up in jail, and gotta go. Cause you could do crime and get paid today, and tomorrow you're behind bars in the worst way. From your family,
Yep.
cause you're locked away.
Let's go.
Now tell me, do you really think crime
Come on,
pays
folks.
on taking what your brother had? You little sucker.
And what he say?
all that
Listen
jazz.
deep.
It's time to stand together in a unity. Cause if not, then we're soon to be self-destroyed, unemployed. D-rap race will be lost without a trace. Or a clue what to do. Let's stop the violence and kick the science. Down the road that we call eternity. Where knowledge.
Now, if we would have been focused on this since this time, and our music was focusing on what he said, this is what he says. This is what he said.
D-rap race will be lost without a trace. Or a clue what to do. Let's stop the violence and kick the science. Down the road that we call eternity. Where knowledge is forming, you learn to be self-sufficient, independent. To teach the each is what rap and
So what happened?
society wants to
What they do?
invade. So do not walk this path that they laid it.
You see?
You learn to be without a trace. Or a clue what to do. Let's stop the violence and kick the science. Down the road that we call eternity. Where knowledge is forming, you learn to be self-sufficient, independent. To teach the each
Rap
is what
intended,
rap
okay?
and
This is what you gotta
society wants
understand.
to invade. So do not walk
Society
this path
invaded
they
it.
laid it.
All right, folks. Now, what made me decide to do this live was D-Nice's verse. That young man's verse right there made me do this video. And it's because, like he said, all they want to do is invade. Society wants to invade our culture of music. And once society can invade this culture of music, it can take it away from what it's supposed to be about, of making you self-efficient and independent, and it can make you what it want you to be. Twerking, shaking your ass, stripping, throwing dollars on the floor, shooting one another, doing everything that we're not supposed to be doing as true Hebrews, as true men of color, as true powerful kings and queens. And as long as we can continue to do what they want us to do, then they rape and rape the culture, and they infest the culture with themselves, and they, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the word I'm looking for. Gentrify hip hop. Once they gentrify hip hop, and then they take it over, then they can start wiping out those people who really are influential on people like myself to become true, impactful people. And then you infest me with all this other stuff that making me become sidetracked and want to get drunk and high and not be an impact. And this is what you got to understand, folks. It takes real strong people to understand where we at right now. It's not about twerking and shake your ass all the time, folks. Always remember, that is the devil's doing. You know what I'm saying? We all got the devil inside of us, so we all gonna shake our ass and shake it fast. But folks, we must realize that we also got God in us, and we cannot allow the devil to take us away from our godly duties. And that's all I'm here to say. I'm here to let you know that we all have godly duties, and we cannot allow Satan to take us away from our godly impact. It's now or never. For example, with me, it's now or never for any and everything. And I have so much nonsense all around me. Like right now, I'm cluttered with a whole bunch of stuff, and I know I need to just get a dumpster and just throw everything away. I don't care what it is, just even if it's clothes, just throw everything away and have nothing. Start off with nothing. And then from there, we can really build. And sometimes that's what it takes. It takes you to go back to nothing so you can build up to be strong. And that's where we at right now. We must understand that we must start from nothing, like ground zero, and take it from there. That's very important. So I'm gonna put that in the post. Sometimes, right? That's what we say. Sometimes it's good. It's good to start from zero. It might sound crazy. Sometimes that's what we need to do. Sometimes it's good to start from zero. Okay, folks? Sometimes it's very good for us to start from scratch, and sometimes we must. It's like we must, as we as a people, must like take all habits, all the entertainment that we have. The only way that we can make a change is we must go back to zero, and like all the electronics, all the stuff that you was buying just to be a consumer. If it don't have anything to do with for anything that we need, it's just waste. Right now, we need all tools to build. We need all resources to build. We don't need extra luggage. And so we must now, as a people, realize that it's now or never. It's time for us to basically do a spring cleaning. It's time for us to get rid of everything that's holding us back from being successful and great. And if that's yourself, then you gotta Hulk Hogan that shit and rip that shirt off and you know what I'm saying, and shake it off and become who you're supposed to be. And folks, it's easy, but it's hard. It's easy once you believe that play both sides of the gates if you don't know what you want to do. And so, folks, once you wake up, realize that it's now or never. Then you realize that you've been playing too many sides of the gates. You've been playing too many. Like I said the other day, you've been driving in too many lanes. Going back to what I said yesterday in my little video, we have 4 lanes. There's 3 lanes that we have. We have the slow lane, the medium lane, and the fast lane. But you have the HOV lane, and we as a people must realize how to get and what it takes to get in the HOV lane. And then once we can come over there to stop you, and that's what we must realize. How can we get in this HOV lane? And that's we have to listen to these words. I'm gonna go back to these words. These words are powerful and strong. My man D Nice basically gave you the recipe. He gave you the blueprint right there. Let's hear one last time before I go to the next musician. Let's go.
Crime and get paid today, and tomorrow you're behind bars in the worst way. From your family, cause you're locked away. Now tell me, do you really think crime pays on taking what your brother has? You little sucker, and all that jazz.
It's time to stand together in unity. Cause if not, then you'll we're soon to be self-destroyed, unemployed. Rap race will be lost without a trace.
He says unemployed.
Or a clue what to stand together in a unity. Cause if not, then you'll we're soon to be self-destroyed,
Unemployed.
D-rap race will be lost
without a trace. Okay. Self-destroyed, unemployed. D-rap race will be lost without a trace. Self-destroyed, unemployed. D-rap race will be lost without a trace. And this was in the 90s. 30 years later, where we at right now? The rap race is lost. This is how you know how lost everything is. Because we didn't take control of it. And because we didn't take control of it, now it's about the metaverse. You got metaverse rappers being paid. Yo, folks, don't go for that bullshit, yo. Any and everything that they can do to take away from our reality, they will give it to another reality to make sure that our reality is not the real. They can make sure that our black people reality is not real. They would make sure that any and every culture and whatever is and whatever this race don't wake up and rise up. For example, America's Got Talent. Good show. They mimic from the Apollo. They say, yo, instead of us booing one another, we're going to cheer one another on. Everybody has talent. But for some reason, when America's Got Talent, you rarely see black folks. You see black folks, but you rarely see black folks. You see black folks. Really see black folks. People who's actually supposed to be innovators, Once you get your innovators to become consumers and they no longer creating, then they just go with the flow, whatever. And once you can get them to go with the flow, then you can basically wipe them out the equation. They only all they're gonna do is become a fan. So instead of us wanting to be stars, we becoming fans of others now. I, great, like Umar said, kudos. But it's not what we doing over here. It's not about America right now. I mean, Black Man Rise, Original Rebel, salute to all those individuals who of other races that tend and listen out and watch my content and whatever it is I'm talking about. Salute. But right now, I ain't worried about America Got Talent because we still in search of a new Michael Jackson. We still in search of a new Prince, a new Prince, but nah, Prince is the man. But we still in search for a new Stevie Wonder. We in search for Patti LaBelle, a new Aretha Franklin. It's not about America's Got Talent with Black Men Rise. It's about, yo, where's the next Malcolm X and the next Martin? Where's the next Duke Ellington? You understand what I'm saying? Where's the next? Where's my man with the sax? Oh my God, Miles Davis. And that's where we at with it. So once we understand that it's now or never, once we can understand it's now or never, then we understand where we have to move with it. Don't allow everyone to snatch your glory and change it and rearrange it for their glory and make your glory become nothing. And that's what we do because we don't know it's now or never. And then as a group of people, as a nation of people, it's now or never because yo, they're sending billions into the skies. They're spending billions into the atmosphere. They spending billions on telescopes while people are starving. They sending billions all over the freaking galaxy while you have individuals who can't even afford food and this. So it's now or never. Black Man Rise, Original Rebel. For us to really become key players, we must rise up so we can become key players in this chessboard because all pawns are needed. All kings are needed. All bishops are needed. All queens are needed. All rooks are needed. All knights are needed. All pieces are needed for us to play this game because, folks, we're playing against the computer. You understand what I'm saying? We're playing against a computer of masterminds. And if we don't have our pieces in place and our moves ready, if we don't know what we're going to do, they will destroy us. And that's been happening the last 30, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, 80 years, 100 years. We've been getting destroyed because we don't know it's now or never. It's been now or never for the last 100 years. It's been over 100 years that it's been like now or never. And we say, now for what? Now for what? What the fuck? To rise up. It's just that simple. We get so distracted. We got the 2024 election about to spin around the corner. We got Joe Biden who's about to have some kind of Oscar winning theatrical escape out of being running for president, so 2024. He's not running. So we about to see some theatrical shit. We about to see some old Stephen King novels type shit. We about to see some type of John Carpenter movie right here. We about to see something. We're gonna see some Nightmare on Elm Street with this whole Joe Biden and how he's gonna leave out this office. We about to see some shit. We about to see some old monkeypox shit. Some COVID shit. You see where we at right now in life? We anything goes, anything can happen right now. It's now or never. So as the world's trying to prepare you to get caught up with this whole election all over again, and is Trump going to run again, or what we got to do to stop Trump? Oh, we got to hate on Trump. We got to hate Trump. We got to hate Trump. He's evil. I'm still saying it's now or never over on this side. Because while all this stuff is happening, all these illusions are being created, while all these diversions are being created, while the big picture is being manifested behind the scenes in the green room, we cannot allow ourselves to get caught up with the shit. Black man rise, original rebel. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to pull up on the block of FDMG, that school, September 10th. I'm going to have my stuff to make my bread, and I'm going to have a conversation. From now to that time, I'm about to put on do like another 5,000 push-ups. Maybe how many weeks we got? How many days before that? I'm about to do another 10,000 push-ups for that day. Okay, so my strength will be really impactful. So don't fuck with me on some more strength shit. And I'm gonna have my hammer on me too. I'm gonna have my mallet. I'm gonna have my backup team. But the bottom line is we're gonna have a conversation. Because you don't rob a man like that and think you're gonna get away with it. And he knows your foundation. No, it's not gonna go that way. And you're not gonna be talking black power and doing the complete opposite. And then calling the police. Calling the police with either hand. You call police with this hand and you call police with that hand. You're not gonna be doing games like that. That's not black empowerment. You don't call the police because you owe next man money. So I'm going to pull up on the FDMG September 10th. I'm going to check out the temperature, make me some bread with my ice pops. You heard? I'm going to be on the block. Bring your bread out there. Bring your money. Support the kid. We're going to be doing it live out there as well. But the bottom line is, it's now or never, meaning that all hands on deck. It's very important. It's imperative for us to realize where we are at. We must be preparing for the 2024 election. We must be preparing right now. We must be putting together our agenda. We must have our numbers ready. We must know how many billions must be allocated this way. We must know how many millions must be allocated this way. We must know how much trillions got to go this way. If we're not talking this next election, if it's going to happen, this next election must be 1,000% about our agenda. It's now or never. Because if we do not get on this, if we don't get on this elections at the tip of their tongue and everything they speak about is not about our agenda, we are lost in the race. Let's go back to my man D Nice. What's going to happen if we don't do what we must do?
Really think crime pays on taking what your brother had?
You little sucker.
You talking all that jazz.
It's time to stand together in a unity. Cause if not, then you'll we're soon to be self-destroyed, unemployed. Rat race will be lost without a trace. Or a clue but what to do is stop the violence and kick the science. Down the road that we call eternity, where knowledge is forming, you learn to be self-sufficient, independent.
Okay.
Each to each is what
With what?
what society wants to invade.
What society wants to invade. Okay, I want y'all to understand that. Take that shit.
I'm Miss Melody and I'm a born again rebel. The bombs in rap must cease to say.
What you say?
I'm Miss Melody and I'm a born again rebel. The bombs in rap must cease to say.
She's who?
I'm Miss Melody and I'm a born again rebel. The bombs in rap must be getting things for the devil. The enemy knows.
Time out. Miss Melody sitting at the top of the motherfucking table with the fur hat, fur coat on. Listen to her freaking first line. I'm Miss Melody, I'm a born again rebel. Black man rise, original rebel. I'm Miss Melody, I'm a born again rebel. Fuck wrong with y'all chicks out here? Huh? All y'all little pretty chicks. What's wrong with y'all? This pretty. I used to have long hair. I don't care about that pretty shit. I'm looking for the born again rebels. We're those black women who know they supposed to be rebels, who's ready to be behind their men, behind the boys, behind their homies, behind men that they don't know. Just get behind the men because they know it's time. I'm Miss Melody. I'm a born again rebel. You heard how her line started? I'm a twerk my ass. I'm a hoe, full slut. Oh, stricken. No, none of that shit. All y'all little girls dancing to these women's songs and what's the chick name? Megan Thee Stallion. She's lazy and she getting so much commercials and so much endorsement because she's shaking her funky black ass all over the fucking place. And then you got this chick who's passed away, Miss Melody. I'm a born again rebel, and you got this stink butt chick sucking cock and jumping on every white boy's balls. Yes, I said it. Megan Thee Stallion means nothing to me. Get your minds right. I'm Miss Melody. I'm a born again rebel. Let's hear her verse. Like I said, we breaking it down. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back so you can get it. We're gonna go back. What'd she say? Let's hear what Miss Melody said. Talk, baby. Talk, baby. Talk, girl. I wish we could write her words out. I wish we could have the words on the screen right now. You know what I'm saying? Can't get beat by the devil. The enemy knows. We know fools because everyone knows the hip hop rules. Understand what I'm saying? Why do you think people like her is gone? Because they can't have people like her still living. Miss Melody, she was with Karis One. That chick, she's about that knowledge shit. It's not about now. You take Miss Melody, do you take Lizzo? Okay, you take Miss Melody and you put Lizzo to the side. You understand what I'm saying? Two big women, and then what's going to happen? Oh, Lizzo's my girl because Lizzo got a leotard on. Oh, Lizzo's my girl because she got a two-piece on. She's showing her titties. She's shaking her ass for the big women. But Miss Melody's dropping bars for the big women. And this is what I want y'all to understand. We idolize what the devil want us to idolize. And the things that we must do, we back burn it. We put it in the back. We put it in the freezer. We put it in the deep freezer. We put it in the deep freezer on the bottom. And all we keep doing is shopping, putting food on top of the shit. We got to wake up, man. Like I said, black man rise, original rebel. 47 minutes in, and I still didn't get to like the fourth verse or fifth artist because it's too much knowledge to be wasted. Everybody want to do reviews of this artist, reviews of that artist. I'm doing a review of self-destruction because this is where we at right now. It is now or never. What the hell? I spent money at well, I spent $32.02 at Philly Pretzel. What the fuck? But I spent money like 12 hours ago. It's now just coming up on my Cash App. Man. This is some crazy shit. This technology, my point. You know what I'm saying? And then it took out 2 extra cents. Why you take out 2 cents? Hate this technology shit. So Miss Melody, she's a born again rebel. I might have to do a comparison of some of Miss. Let's see. Hopefully, I can find some Miss Melody music, and I'm gonna do a comparison of that big girl against the other big girl, Lizzo. BBWs and where their mindset is at. Okay, folks. So you got Miss Melody dropping some bars. You have uh, you had MC Light dropping some bars, and I'm talking about Lizzo, and I'm talking about Lizzo, the before and after. Did we go for the? Okay, let me ask you this: just in the comparison from Miss Melody to Lizzo, did we have a movement upward or a movement backwards? To from MC Light to Megan Thee Stallion, did we have a push upward, push forward, or did we push backwards? Understand what I'm saying? Did we go backwards or did we go forward with this movement? We had these '90s rappers. We had this BBW chick right here, Miss Melody, and we had MC Light. And then I'm gonna compare them to what we have right now. We have Lizzo and we have Megan Thee Stallion. Did we progress or did we digress? Did we go backwards or did we go forward? Which way did we go, folks? In content, in unity, in upliftment. Did we go forward or did we go backwards? I was talking to this dude the other day. I was talking about the whole twerking shit, and he said, yeah, yo, him and his baby moms, they don't live together, nothing like that. But one day he came, see everybody, and he was talking to the girl, and the little baby came. She was like 2 years of age. She said, look, daddy, come and look what I could do. And he came to the room, and she's on the wall twerking. She said, look, no. She said, look, daddy, look what mommy showed me. That's what she said. Look, daddy, look what mommy showed me. And she was twerking. For all your twerksters out there, all your chicks out there like shaking your ass. All your twerksters out there. I'm a straight man. I love coochie. I love booty. I love tits. That shit. So don't twist words. I love, but I don't like your mentality of thinking that twerking is where it's at right now. Shaking your ass every second you get. Shaking your ass might baby get you some tricks. It might get you some trick money. But what are you doing with that trick money? Your ass. If you're gonna be out there shaking your ass, if you're gonna be out there stealing, if you're gonna be out there selling drugs, and you're gonna be out there pimping, you're gonna be out there doing all the illegals. It's time for you to invest in your community. Heavy, heavy. That's your community service. If you out there and you a stripper, you've been making all this money. If you be on the line, you be showing your ass and all this stuff. If you sucking balls and cock for money, it's time for you to pay up some dues now. Time for you to take some of those ones and go to these go to a shelter and, and fly up free icing on you, free ice cream on you, $3 ices on you, shaking your ass. Unite. It's time to unite. Wake up. That's where we're at right now. It's now or never. That's what the name is. It's now or never. Because we never going to have a stronger way now. It's like last to make a rise, to make a push for a rise. In the next 5 years, our window is going to be about this wide open, meaning that not nobody's really going to be able to get through. While the doors open, while the windows open like this, before the windows open, when Tupac was alive, the window was wide open. This is the window now. That's the window. Illuminati through the mind, soul. The window went from here to there to there, and this is the window now. Everybody want to be like this. Everybody want to be like that. That's the window now because they can't see. They blinded because they didn't understand it was now or never. They spent too much time. We spent too much time with hate, 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 hate. Shout out to me coming home after doing a couple months in jail for some dumb shit. Shout out to me for coming out here into the world after 2 months of having nothing. I had nobody to call because this phone is really a new phone. I don't even know the numbers in the phone. I don't know not one person number by heart except for my one homeboy who's a dickhead. But he was good enough to save my car. He got my car off the street. He was able to make sure that my car was parked up, and that's all I needed. Because as long as I had my car and my cart and my product, we could go. So once I got out, I really hate the fact that you guys really throw out some lazy bum. I really, really, truly wish that y'all didn't think that. It really hurt my heart that y'all didn't understand at the very beginning when I had my sign up there and said, let's say support for homelessness or something like that. Y'all didn't. It was such a bigger picture. It really hurts my heart that I can be locked up for 2 months to come back into the world and still be busting my ass and putting that work in. And you guys really had to misconstrue. You guys really throw out some lazy bum just sitting here wanting some donations and things like that. No, folks, I really need some help at the time. And when I say help right here, because this was almost gone. This was like this was about to like snap. Because it's now or never, and I know that. And so all throughout all that time of me knowing is now or never, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, last year, all these things that just be happening, can make you just snap and lose your mind. That double thought they had in my mind. That double thought, oh, I'm gonna take away this man's summer. Oh yeah, I got you now. I'm gonna take away everything that you're working hard for. And at this age, this is the most push-ups I ever did in my life. And I'm an athlete. Never was I doing 1,000 push-ups a day, 2,000 push-ups a day, 1,500 push-ups a day, 1,200 dips. I wasn't doing that, even as an athlete. So what I realized is that the more this demon fucks with me, the stronger I get. Hulk Hogan style. You understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm like more like Paul Orndorff. You know, he had big guns. He was kind of short. You know what I'm saying? I'm Paul Orndorff. I put you in a fucking power driver, boom, bring you in the fucking head. You know what I'm saying? It's now or never. We cannot waste no human body. There's so many bodies that's being wasted in jail. It's disgusting. If I was the president of this country, if I was the mayor of every city, if I was the governor of your city, there would not be one inmate sitting around in that goddamn jail cell. That is the most wasted shit in the world. And yo, and I'm gonna tell y'all real shit. For all those people who for all those people who's locked the fuck up and they doing time, don't think, oh, you think they slaves, or you think they slaves. Yo, look, y'all niggas ain't got shit to do. You know you want to get the fuck up out of here. Don't play games. So don't be sitting back thinking that, oh man, oh, this system is all cruel. Oh, look what they do. They trying to get free labor. Nigga, you did time. You doing time. What else are you going to do? You're going to sit there and play another game of chess. You're gonna play another game of spades. You're gonna play another game of dominoes. How much haircuts can you do in a week? This the routine. How much pop tarts and Oreo, or not Oreos, but how much pop tarts and brownies can you eat? I wasn't in Rikers, so I didn't have the noodles. They wasn't giving us no noodles. I was in Nassau County. They wasn't giving me no noodles out there. I didn't get my noodles. They didn't give us no freaking noodles. Yo. I cannot believe that shit. They gave us mad junk food. How much sweets can you intake before you say, "Oh, I gotta get the fuck up off the cell"? If you serving 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, there's no reason for you to be up in these cells getting the free 3 meals in the cot, and you rape some chick. I really, truly, 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 1,000% believe that every state should make it mandatory for those individuals who's shooting and killing, those individuals who's out there robbing and raping. It's mandatory, 1,000% mandatory. Them to labor, and if they don't labor, every year that they don't put a certain amount of hours in labor, they get another year added to their time. Like if I was the president, that's how I would do it. If I was the mayor, that's how I would do it. If I was the governor, that's how I would do it. There's no way in life I'm going to be there. And I looked at him. I didn't even like looking because he just, but he was cool. But he just looked evil. I used Superman vision so I could see his evil side. He was cool, but I just saw his evilness in him. But it was just so sad because then I also saw the baby in him. I saw a baby in this evil boy. And all I could just do was look up at him and shake my head. And he was up in there for, he chased somebody, he saw somebody that he had beef with and chased him into the mall and started a shootout up in the mall. Is you out your fucking mind? Hell's no, you don't get 3 free meals and you get your commissary. And then he was talking, he said he was having a little debate with some other dude. He said about, yo, I'm rich, I got more money than most of y'all niggas up here. So okay, you got bread too? You got bread? Every commissary you got 3 brown bags. You always on the phone, you living on the phone, so you must got some bread. And you think that you're gonna be having your ass up in here for 7 to 10 years. And that's your routine? And we giving you lights, and we giving you AC, we giving you heat, we giving you some hot water, and we giving you food, and you not gonna get your ass up and do some work? No, fuck that. Every person who puts a gun in their hand and lets that shit off, every person who do a robbery, every person who do a rape, and any other violent form of violence, any act of violence, deserves the slave treatment. You were already in jail. You deserve the slave treatment. You up early and you going to bed early. You up early, going to bed early, but all in between that, you are working. There's too much stuff to be done in this world. There's too many parks in this world that need to be cut because of COVID. It's too much grass to be cut. It's too much animals to be fed. It's too much of labor to be done. It's too much of ground to be dug up for gardens, for food and vegetation. It's too much work to be done for niggas to be sitting up in jail on the phone, calling some chick that you just met 3 months ago, and you wasted $1,200 on the phone. This one dude wasted about like $2,000 on the phone, and he wasn't getting no commissary. He was just trying to stay on his coochie that he's not gonna be able to see because you about to do 6 years in jail. That chick is not staying with you, my dude. It's now or never. And this is coming from a person who just went inside the joint, and this is for a person who's a rebel, and this is from a person who don't like the law. But I tell you this much: this is from a person who had to go inside to see on the inside that, yo, they are wasting so much human bodies. All this manpower that's in the prison system needs to be out on the streets. As a matter of fact, I even came up with a major project, and hopefully in the next 2 years, I can really get this project in the hands of the mayor. And hopefully he can get this in the hands of many other mayors, because this is a project I think must take place. We cannot. The only way that you can defeat, like it says, now or never. The only way that we can defeat and stop violence is to stop talking about it in a negative way. Stop having such hateful news conferences about it. But what we must do is we must do a Michael Jackson on these motherfuckers. We must put the man. Must put the mirror in front of the man. We must put the man in the mirror. We must put the man in the mirror. He must talk to himself. He must tell himself, yo, it's time to make a change. It's now or never. So my proposal to every single mayor is to stop criminal with them. I have a project I'm going to launch, but I'm not going to go too much in detail about it because it's really fly. Yo. I mean, it makes sense. It makes so much sense that I ain't gonna lie. I mean, sometimes I'll be thinking I'm a genius, and I gotta stop playing this role of stupid. You know what I'm saying? I gotta play a little smarter than this shit. And what I mean by that is, stop procrastinating, folks. We gotta really stop procrastinating. When I was locked up, I'm doing push-ups every day. When I'm out here free, I ain't doing this. We best when we in a slavery, in the slave state. I think Kanye even said it. I agree. I said that years ago. I always said that. We was best when we were slaves. When we got our freedom, we became lazy. We became inconsistent. We became not reliant. We became selfish. We became all sorts of things that's not productive. We became unproductive. But when we were slaves, oh, we was the best thing on the planet. We was the best things on the motherfucking planet. But once you gave us our freedom to ourselves, it's like we don't know what to do with ourselves. And so it took me to go to jail to realize that I must work out my body. That's disgusting. It's now or never. We don't take jail for that. That's because up in here, it's like I said, we losing this right here. We losing our minds. It's so weird because even being in jail, I was about to have a fight with one of the dudes. Well, it wasn't really going to be a fight, but I was ready to fight him. That's the words I should put. I wanted to spread in love with the bread, yo. They was only giving us one slice of bread while they taking four. Like, homeboy, how you taking four breads and you only giving us one? So, you know, throughout all the complaint that we was doing because they kept locking us in and locking us in, one time he said something that I really listened. I was like, he makes me sick with the way he talks. It's annoying, but he makes sense. He said, yo, folks, we are in jail. No matter how much complaining you do, this, that, and other, just know where you at. No. That's when I just really zoned down my workout because I was like, yo, this dude's right. No matter what way we look at it, it's jail. These COs don't have to give a fuck. Nobody have to give a fuck because it's jail. And that's what it's like. That's what it's like in life right now. No one has to give a fuck if you don't give a fuck. If you put yourself in a position, no one really have to give a fuck. Is that right? Hell no, it's not right. But they don't have to give a fuck. That's the sad thing about it. But while we are free and we have the power and the mentality to do what we have to do, we must give a fuck about our future and our children's future. And it's important for us to realize it's now or never. We must stand together. We must unite to rise. Otherwise, we're going to self-destruct. We're going to destroy ourselves. Wow, I got to get to the same game. So let's hear Miss Melody again. Go ahead, Chick. The violence in rap must cease and settle. Yo, that line was so strong, but I can't make out what she said. We can what for the devil? If we are here to take hip hop to another level, we must not something for the devil. Yo, What's her word, son? What she say?
I'm Miss Melody and I'm a born again rebel. The Bible says that must cease and settle. If we want to develop and grow to another level, it can't be getting things down level. The enemy knows they're
If we want to grow and develop to another level, we can't do something with the devil. She dropped some jewels right here.
they're no fools because everyone knows the hip hop rules. So we gotta get it and rap what's wrong. The opposition is weak and rap true.
This is all about, no doubt, to stop violence. But first, let's have a moment of silence. Swing. What's been stated, re-educated, evaluated. Thoughts of the past have faded. The only thing left is the memories of our belated. And I hate it when someone dies to get all hurt up for a silly gold chain. Chump, word up. It doesn't make you a big man. And you want to go and dish your brother, man. And you don't know that's part of the plan. Why? Because rap music is in full demand. Understand?
My name is Just Ice, a man, not a prank star. I was known as the one. You don't have it, no fun. It's all everyone. You know the beast. Father, the driven is the least. You don't have to be changed by the beast. The party people is time I release. Hey yo, here's the situation. Idiocy, nonsense, violence. It's not a good nonsense, violence. It's not a good rushing. Let's get together because we're falling apart. I heard a brother shot another, it broke my heart. I don't understand the difficulty, people. Love your brother, treat him as an equal. They call us animals. I don't agree with them. I'll prove it wrong. The right is what you're proving them. Take heed before I leave you what I'm saying, or we'll all be on our knees. Another, the beast, the party people is time I release. Hey yo, here's the situation.
84%
Nonsense, violence. Not a good policy.
of violence, black and black violence. 84% of violent crime against black. Who is it?
Deep instruction is served on a platter. Making a date, not failing to anticipate. They got greedy, so they fell for the bait. That makes them a victim. Pick them up. New Jack in jail, because the vets never duck. There's no one around, cause in jail you're a number. They never took the time to wonder about self-destruction. Self-destruction. Self-destruction.
Urge to merge, we live for the love of our people, the hope to get along. Getting a point to our brothers and sisters who don't know the time.
So we gonna
Step in your head, you know our job, self-respect. Plus we got to keep ourselves in check, or else it's self-destruction. Self-destruction.
Yo, when did we get to a point where we wanted to see women constantly shaking their ass in videos? In hip hop videos. When did it come to that point? When did it come to that point that we need to see shorty liquor bottles and blunts in their hands, in their mouths? When did that happen? It's like I said, we got to listen to Miss Melody words, because her words was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to Miss Melody. Come in, they want to infiltrate it. So once they infiltrated this shit, I really wish I knew what she said. We can't something for the devil.
Because after opposition is
Prefer to have a moment of silence.
I'm taking what your brother had.
You little sucker.
You talking all that jazz.
It's time to stand together in a unity. Cause if not, then you'll be soon to be self-destroyed, unemployed. The rap race will be lost without a trace. Or a clue but what to do is stop the violence and kick the science. Down the road that we call eternity. Where knowledge is formed and you learn to be self-sufficient. See, wants to invade. So do not walk this path that they laid it.
What society wants to invade, they want to invade our entire culture, folks. Society had to invade our culture so it can water it down, so it can make it for what it is. And where we at right now, from this time to right now, we definitely self-destructed. You're not going to stand there and tell me, oh, because it's making this money. The devil pays for slaves. The devil paid grade $8 to destroy you, to make sure that you don't grow. The devil will pay whatever it needs to pay. So where we are right now, we went backwards. The last 30 years, we put ourselves back to is because we're not really taking shit serious. We're not taking nothing, things that's not truly essential. Your tips for your hands, your fingernails are not essential. The lipstick, the makeup, the fake eyelashes is not essential. The long wigs, the long it's important for us to now take that money that and now find something that we can truly invest into so we can start growing and make our communities much stronger. Get involved with your parent, your mother, especially if your mother and your parent. Get involved in school, with your children's school. The parents give up and they hand the kids over to the schools. But once the system gives up, who do the system hand the kids over to? They hand them over to another system. And this is the system called. So it is. So it's important for you to be involved more in your community. It's important for you to be involved with your school, your children's school. I'm talking about being heavy involved. Like, yo, I'm talking about like involved to a point where you making sure that they not teaching them wasteful shit no more. I cannot believe I watched these kids make slime the last 10 years. While Asian kids is doing coding in school, we had our black kids making fucking slime out of fucking dishwasher liquid. Hot second, but yo, when every kid is playing with slime and every day I'm seeing slime from mad schools, it's like, yo, okay, I haven't been to school for a long time. Tell me something good. Tell me something new. Tell me that you're doing some type of coding. Tell me that you right here is going to be my app maker and you only 13 each. Tell me that you, because we are not involved in our schools, we're not making sure that these can become productive. We don't have to wait for them to graduate from fucking stupid ass college. It's now or never. Do you get it, folks?
Self-destruction. Be nice. Break it down like this.
Give Miss Monday one last time. Just for Lizzo. Rebel. Keep the settle. To another level.
This is all about no doubt South violence. But first, let's have a moment of silence. Swing. This has been stated, re-educated, evaluated. Thoughts of the past have faded. The only thing left is the memories of our belated. And I hate it when someone dies and get all hurt up for a silly gold chain by the chump.
Word up.
All right. What in the world? I didn't have the video queued up. My bad.
Look at this cable bill.
Well, what if I told you that you could get home internet from Verizon?
Verizon does home internet?
Verizon does home internet, and it's only $25 a month.
Fios Home Internet. No annual contracts, no hidden fees. Starting at $25.
Straight up bound, everywhere I look. Used to be a straight A student. Now as a crook, robbing people just to smoke and shoot up. Used to have a boot cut, now he's a boot butt. Dropped out of school and joins the neighborhood gang. Hanging on the street selling cane.
I don't know if you hear this shit.
Now when I say people, I mean come.
Maybe I gotta
I'm trying to stress the fact
share
that
this one to screen.
Get just representable, son, and just come together. You better, cause pretty soon it's gonna be too late. A message from King T the Great.
Since we are the mothers of this earth, it's time we start being good mothers from the birth of our children. Sometimes sleeping, teaching them to fight, win for the right reason. It's your time, it's your life, living. Proud to be black. Young and gifted, L-M-I-G-H-T, C-N-D-Z-I-R-E. We see the F-U-T-U-R-E should be a positive thing. Body and soul, and you we're in the same game.
One and the same, everyone came in the same chains. Caught with the same aim, brain games, and names changed. To protect the innocent bystander, lot slander, and the master planner. Destroy the black male. Crack jail is semi-automatic and static if the crack fails. So since we all talk the same slang, stop killing my brother.
I wanted the video. My bad.
I'm King News, and I come to you with the truth. Things reached more lives overnight than one of you. The 3-year-old girl. Local gang members, your school don't get it, do you?
It's straight up bound, it's everywhere I look. Used to be a straight A student, now as a crook, robbing people just to smoke and shoot up. Used to have a crew cut, now he's a boot butt. Dropped out of school and joins the neighborhood gang. Hanging on the street selling cane to his own people. Now when I say people, I mean come. You stupid motherfucker.
Sisters, since we are the mothers of this earth, it's time we start being good mothers from the birth of our children. No time for sleeping, teaching to fight win for the right reason. It's your time, it's your life.
Now when I say people, I mean come. You stupid motherfucker.
Sisters, since we are the mothers of this earth, it's time we start being good mothers from the birth.
Hey, to his own people. Now when I say people, I mean come. You stupid motherfucker.
Sisters, since we are the mothers of this earth, it's time we start being good mothers from the birth of our children. No time for sleeping, teaching to fight win for the right reason. It's your time, it's your life, living. Proud to be black, young and gifted, lifted by the knowledge and taking the right route. Gang violence needs to be wiped out.
One and the same, everyone came in the same chains. Going with the same aim, brain games, and names changed. Took the
Lifted by the knowledge and taking your life, living. Mothers of this earth, it's time we start being.
Hanging on the street selling cane to his own people. Now when I say people, I mean
Color.
come.
You a stupid mother.
Sisters, since we are the mothers of this earth, it's time we start being good mothers from the birth of our children. No time for sleeping, teaching to fight win.
We the mothers of this earth. It's time for you to be good mothers from this birth. You know, like, yo, teach your children the right things, the right time to fight. Yo, y'all, in the last 30 years, the moms have been raising the kids, and they've been raising the kids in the way, like, these boys and girls be fighting every second for any and everything. Like, yo, it's too sensitive. because we have done raised our children to become too sensitive and hateful. And that's because we're not teaching them when is the right time to fight. We just teach them don't take this from nobody, don't tolerate this from nobody, don't take. It's like we taught our kids to have no patience. Okay, and so because these women are talking to the sisters, mothers, y'all taught your kids to have no patience. That you taught them to be just like you have no patience. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I don't fight. I don't like fighting. I don't like watching fights. That's why I know I really would hurt someone. But I don't like fighting, especially for free. I put some gloves on. We can fight. We can fight till you hit the canvas 4 times. As long as I can get this paper, I'm not fighting for free and have a headache. But we teach our kids to have no type of common sense, no type of compassion, no type of love, no type of nothing. We just have our kids out there just animals, and that's because you are animal. And if you don't want to be called an animal, then stop being an animal because we are self-destructing. We destroying ourselves. Like I said, I'm going to be at that school though. Don't get nothing twisted. I'm going to be out there making my bread. I'm going to be ready, fully ready. For if anybody decide they want to talk, tell me anything stupid, fuck out of here. But I ain't no animal. But I will bite you. I ain't no animal, but I will kick you. But it's not just because I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it because I know what fight is the right fight. And that's where we at right now. Sister, mother, you must realize that these words are real. It's you. It's up to you. You made, look, you have a new man. Most of your women, the new man is called the system. The system take care of you and your kids. Okay? Most people out there went through the system. And so you don't need a man now. I don't need no man because I got the system. So because you've been the man and you've been the mother, you've been in charge of these kids. In the last 30 years strong, the kids ain't doing too good. They don't have respect. You're not teaching respect. You're not teaching love. You're not teaching compassion. You're teaching them hate. You're teaching them raunchy shit. You're allowing them to be raunchy. You're allowing them to be low lives. You're allowing them to be nothing. It's now or never. Black man rise, original rebel, rebel. I came up with a song when I was locked up. I mean, it's not really a song, but it's just a verse. Not really a verse, but it's a hook. How did it go? Let me see if I can remember. It's too much money in this world for us to be starving. There's too much money in this world for us to be robbing. There's too much money in this world for us to be without a job when this greedy devil living, eating, slobbing. There's too much money in this world for us to be starving. There's too much money in this world for us to be robbing. Too much money in this world for us to be starving. When this greedy devil living, eating, slobbing. Okay, folks? It's too much money. Black man rise, original rebel. There's unlimited money because there's too many people in this world. Okay? Once we understand that we have so many people in this world, then we understand there's enough money to go around. So there's no reason for us to be starving, robbing, and out of a job. The only reason why we are doing all that is because we don't have a right mindset, and that's because we don't have a right family structure. And without the right family structure and without the right mindset, everything is haywire, discombobulated, going left, right, up, down, and don't know which way is the right direction. Self-destruction. And that's because we don't have the right family structure. We need family structures. We need family structures. That's the only way that we can stop this and we can elevate to another level when we have the right family structure. Once you say single parenting, you already know that that's wrong because you don't bring a child in single-handedly. So anybody who's living by that single parent law and rule, and you love saying I'm a single parent, shit in your mouth, shoot yourself in the face, slap yourself when you slap your kids. Yep. Shit in your mouth, shoot yourself in the face, slap yourself and slap your kids if you think that single parenting is the right form of living. If you think that that's the right thing to be talking about in 2022, single parenting, if you think that's the new norm, single parenting, go kill yourself because you are the problem. I don't give a flying fuck what you going to say. You should never, ever, ever had that child, period, if you wasn't married. You should never, ever had that child, period, if you didn't trust that dude. You should never, ever had that child, period, if you didn't have the finances. You should never, ever had that child, period, if you wasn't ready. You should never, ever had that child, period, if you wasn't planning for it. So because you had that child, you ain't do none above. Now you can't take the criticism. And now you think that being a single mom is right. And then you're going to teach your kids that we don't celebrate Father's Day. You think that that child's supposed to grow up living, doing right with that type of thinking? No. Don't you know? We got to get yourself together. Let's go.
For the right reason. Sisters, since we are the mothers of this earth, it's time we start being good mothers from the birth of our children. No time for sleeping, teach them to fight win. For the right reason, it's your time, it's your life living. Proud to be like young and kids did. Live by the knowledge and taking the right route. Gang violence needs to be wiped out.
One and the same, everyone came in the same chains, caught with the same aim, brain games and names changed. To destroy the black male crack jail and semi-automatic and static if the crack fails. So since we all talk the same slang, stop killing my brother, cause we're all from the same gang.
Gotta put our heads together. Gotta put your heads together, Phil.
How I with you. I used to get my bang on, and on the app, get my part-time slang on. One time for me was dope. They knew I was crazy, so they labeled me loco. Had these crews going out lyrics 40. No ride and toss it up at 40. Thinking in my mind that no one can handle it. Dallas brothers never touch Los Angeles.
Being the prince that we are. We are speaking of a situation that is going too far. Here at home, in the girls of LA. Where a young black girl is not promised to see the next day. Cause we used to be on the streets before we made beats. Before we just lay and pray. It don't depend on the color of a rag. Cause if you got what they want, you know they're gonna take what you have. Violence can only revolve from drugs and thugs and gangs that bang most times. It's a political thing. Yeah, a couple of spots to get popped. And if the government wants the feet, it can all get stopped. Ice-T. Ripping the microphone the way I do. Listen close, my brothers, cause I'm talking to you. The problem is we got a suicidal lifestyle. Cause 90% of us are live foul and wild. Say job, you say bad.
Do y'all hear Ice-T voice? Ice-T voice, I don't care what if he rapping and he ain't saying nothing, he not making no sense, or he sound corny. Ice-T voice is a voice that lasts a long time. That's why Ice-T is still around. That's why Ice-T is still collecting checks. That's why Ice-T is doing commercials. Ice-T is a voice for one of those car shield. You understand what I'm saying? He knows how to market himself. Why the fuck Rakim is not a face of a commercial? Why we don't know how to really market our people? Ice-T voice is a powerful voice. Listen to his voice.
And if the government wants the feet, it can all get stopped. Ice-T, ripping the microphone the way I do. Listen close, my brothers, cause I'm talking to you. The problem is we got a suicidal lifestyle. Cause 90% of us are living foul and wild. I say job, you say bad joke. I'd rather jack my brother once a month. Living in the fast lane, flipping like you're insane. You ain't stopping till your blood is on the street train.
Don't you know we got to put our heads together? Stop the fight.
Make the change.
Gotta put our heads together.
Yo, we're not here to preach, yeah, because we're not ministers. We're telling it like it is, cause we're in the trans like sinister. Reality speaks for itself when it's spoken. My face ain't clutch, can't bring nobody for smoking. Yo, bullets flying, mothers crying, brothers dying, lying in the streets, that's why we're trying. And stopping from falling apart and going to waste, and keeping the smile off a white face. And brothers, killing other brothers. I thought the idea was to love one another. One another paper until one more death. Y'all keep selling them, no one left. I try my best to set an example, saying hype lyrics.
I can't let that just slide. I can't let that line just slide. You heard? I can't let it slide.
Before the store, going the waste and keeping the smile off a white face. And brothers flying, mothers crying, brothers dying, lying in the streets. That's why we're trying to stop it from falling apart and going to waste and keeping the smile off a white face. And brothers killing other brothers.
So back then, they said what put smiles on the white man's face was watching us kill one another. Understand what I'm saying? This is what hip hop was in the 90s. And where we at now is now we keep them smiling. We keep the prisons going. Yo, don't you understand that these correctional officers are in love with inmates because without inmates, they don't have a job? Don't you know that every time they see that cell get another body in it, it puts a smile on their face because they know that they got another day that they can collect another check and even might possibly get extra, what's that shit called? Time and a half? Don't you understand that the game we playing by not loving ourselves and loving one another and hating each other and destroying ourselves and not understanding is now or never allow this system to constantly live? We've got to wake up. But once again, folks, I will be at the FDMG Academy September 10th. Okay? I will be at the Academy September 10th on deck to have a strong conversation of where the fuck is my money. I don't give a fuck about that block party and the success of that block party and them doing the lecture slide and a wedding and all this other shit. It's about like, yo, why the fuck the school not open and why I'm not paid? Are you scamming? Are you scheming? Are you really doing the job? We must understand that it's not about the violence, but the fight must happen if it's a righteous fight. And like I said, I don't like fighting, but if it's a righteous battle, it must take place. And what is a righteous battle? Black Man Rise, Original Rebel. That's the most righteous battle ever. We must rise up, but we must fight ourselves first. We must destroy the evil and the hate and the devil that's in us, so that we can actually rise up. There's no way in life that we as a black man can really rise up until we get that devil up out of us. We must get that hatred up out of us. We must get that ignorance up out of us. We must get that retardation up out of us. We must get it out of us. Otherwise, we will never rise. And like I say, it'll be nothing but Steph Curry babies all over the planet. Because it's going to be nothing but interracial babies. Because black man didn't rise and he's now creating more rebels. And so now we got nothing but Steph Curry and Klay Thomas babies running all over the place, and that's the new black. Now I'm a light skinned dude. I'm more red, but I'm a light skinned dude. But Steph and them, they are different light skin. And the way this society is doing this right now, they are really, really, really trying to crossbreed and integrate real strong and get the black man out the household by all means. Okay, so the black man's been out the household, the system has been taking care of the household, and now the system men are now coming into the household. So now you seeing nothing but system men, a whole lot of white men moving into the household, Asian men moving into the household, Spanish guys moving to the household of the black race. Lose our place. It's way later than what we think. We cannot lose our place. Time is now or never.
one another. Throwing up the paper till I'm on deck. If y'all keep me seven, there'll be no one left. I try my best to set an example, saying hype lyrics over hip hop samples. Not just to brag at the most, but to inform, cause I'm living in the calm before the storm.
I'm in a rage.
Oh yeah.
Your wise get every night in the news. We prove themselves is right, and I got the blues. America, get busy hunting.
The red and white, the blue and the blue and the red for groups and bloods, the white for who's got you to the time. Busting caps on one another.
Underground's down for peace of more culture.
You a black man,
What?
you wanna get retarded.
Tell them, huh?
Yo, do you work for the Klan?
Do what you like.
Unless you like gang banging. Let's see how many brothers.
I came to this because
Do what you like.
Doing time.
You can check it every night in the
Why is that, G?
Example, saying hype lyrics over hip hop samples. Not just to brag at the most, but to inform, cause I'm living in the before the storm.
I'm in a rage.
Oh yeah, yo, why is that, G?
Other races, they say we act like rats in the cage. I try to
I'm in the rage. Why is that, G? Because other races say we act like rats in a cage. Okay? Now, the reason why, what made me do this live was the fact I was watching something on Shock G, a documentary on Shock G, and the person who saw about all the things that Shock G was on, and he mentioned that Shock G was on this. And I was like, he was on the same game. I had to remember. Then he was like, yo, he actually liked Shock G's verse the best out of all the verses, especially when they went to the change of the music. When Humpty started rapping, he said, yo, that shit was just real hot. So I said, let me go check that out. And when I, came back and started listening, I was like, yo, listen to these cats in the 90s really, really, really try to make a difference. And we said right words. We used clans back then. We said the white man putting smiles on a white man's face when we right turn like became our own enemies. Back in the 90s, we talk about what the enemy was, and now we talk about ourselves being enemies amongst each other because we are a bunch of niggas, bitches, and hoes who's hating on each other. That's self-destruction. We truly did self-destruct. But as long as I'm alive, as long as you're alive, as long as these artists who's in this great ballot, and as long as they still alive, then it's important for us to really come together and unite for a cause and win. We cannot lose. This is not about us being losers. If you're a loser, you might as well just get off this live because I just came home from jail and I ain't trying to lose. If you're a loser, shit in your mouth, shoot yourself in the face, but don't forget to slap yourself and slap your kids. If you're a loser. If you think that you're a loser, if you have a loser mentality, shit in your mouth, shoot yourself in the face, but don't forget to slap yourself and slap your kids. Because you're a loser. We can lose certain things, but once you become a mentally loser and you just have a loser attitude and loser spirit, you might as well shit in your mouth. You might as well shit in your mouth, shoot yourself in the face, slap it, but don't forget to slap yourself and your kids before you go. We don't have time for losers no more. And we don't have time for you to be crazy. This is serious right now. It's almost the end of 2022. We're about to go in 2023. The election's about to start going to full campaign swing, and we don't have an agenda for our children. And we have all these crises going on that don't consist of us marching around talking about Black Lives Matter. We have a real crisis saying, yo, food matters. Don't starve us. Wow, I made those shirts and now they really Good. Where we at with this?
Argue to check it every night in the news. We prove the
On death, if y'all keep this seven, there'll be no one left. I try my best to set an example, saying hype lyrics over hip hop samples. Not just to brag at the most, but to inform, cause I'm living in the calm before the storm.
I'm in a rage. Of the races. They say we act like rats in a cage. I tried to argue to check it every
Brag at the most, but to
Let's hear
inform,
Young
cause
and
I'm
Cheats
living in the
verse
calm
because
before the
he's finished.
Can't bring nobody for smoking. Bullets flying, mothers crying, brothers dying, lying in the streets. That's why we're trying to stop them from falling apart and going to waste, and keeping the smile off a white face. And brothers killing one another. I thought the idea was to love one another. I try my best to set an example. But to inform, cause I'm living in the calm before the storm.
I'm in a rage.
Why is that, G?
The races, they say we act like rats in a cage. I tried to argue, but check it every night in the news. We prove themselves right, and I got the blues.
America.
Get big Humpty.
The red, the white, the blue, and the blue and the red, the groups of bloods, the white, for who's got you doing time. Busting caps on one
The
another.
underground's down for peace of more brothers.
Kill a black man.
What?
Yo, what are you retarded?
Tell them, Humpty.
Yo, do you work for the Klan?
Do what you like.
Unless you like gang banging. Let's see how many brothers leave us hanging.
Kicking on the air by a 8:45. All the homies getting blind in an 8-ball line.
So do what you like and let the game change.
Hit the block about 12 in the tick. The windows went down and the nines went click. People started yelling, bodies started bailing. Bullets cold fire, sending something to hell in. It's gotta stop, we don't need all the violence. Peace in the hood and I'm on silence. We got together not for ego or fame. We got involved cause we're all in the same game.
Black will not leash yo, Easy's no sellout. And if you can't hang in the streets, then get the hell out. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You have your own freedom of choice who to listen to. You know good from bad, fat from foul, right from wrong. Now your mother singing that sad song. My baby ain't never hurt nobody. But he still got smoked at baby's party. But you're not the first or the last. You're nothing but a short story from the past. You're dead now, not number one but a zero. Take notes from Easy E, the violent hero.
Just like this little kid standing up, that's what we have to do as adults. We can't be seeing this take place and not doing anything. You heard? Well, we was able to get through these two videos. I'm proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that we was able to get through these two. Just understand. Don't you know we got to get ourselves together? Stop the violence.
Performing their anthem for Peace Weekend. We're all in the same gang. Give it up for the West Coast Rap All-Stars.
It was flying back in the days, folks. It was pushing it.
It's a crook, robbing people to smoke and shoot up. Used to have a crew cut, now it's a food run. Tried to stop school and join the neighborhood gang. Hanging on the street selling game to the grown people. Now when I bring people on the color, you a stupid mother.
Since we are the most nothing first, it's how we start being good mothers from the birth. It's your time here. It's your life living. Proud to be black, young and gifted. Live by the knowledge and take you the right route. Gang violence needs to be wiped out.
One and the same, everyone came in the same chains, caught with the same aim, brain games, the same chains. Destroyed the blackmail, crack jail, and sent my automatic static in the crack fail. So simple, all talk.
That's because back in the 90s, we understood what was a hoe. We understood what was really a hoe. Keep us out in the streets.
Now I see I used to get my bang on. Yo, they want me crazy, so they want me loco. That crease got fast building. Boy, you can handle it. Down his brothers never touched Los Angeles.
Be in the bench that we are. Yeah, we're the speaking of situation that is going before. Here at home in the ghettos of LA. What's up? We're young black brothers. I promise to see the next day. Violence go
Listen close, my brothers, I'm talking to you. The problem is we got a suicidal lifestyle. 50% of us are living now. Why? I say job, you say bad, you insane. You won't stop until you're loving down the street drain.
Don't you know we got to put our heads together?
Yo, when I hit the reality speaks for itself when it's spoken. A face that blood can't blame nobody for smoke. Yeah.
Black and black, yo, and kill another. And ignorant sucker that they can label as a brother but another. A terrible situation, one to kill, another for a reputation. So it's time we stop.
357.
You can't tell them.
Brothers, killing other brothers. I thought yeah, they was to love one another. Open up the paper to one more desk. If y'all keep this up, then there'll be no one left. I try my best to set an example by saying hype lyrics over hip hop sample. Not just to bring up the most, but to inform those who living in the car before the storm. God, the red, the white, the blue, the rule of revolution was the white, who's got you doing? Supposed to counsel one another. The ground's down, the piece of my brother. Kill a black man, yo, what are you retarded? Yo, do you work for the Klan? What's your life? Unless you're like gang banging, what's the other thing that we all hanging?
The gang that you hang is the one that stands. With people and other brothers who are all in the same frame of mind. I love to get loose in Julian time. Yeah.
It's gotta stop. We don't need all the violence. Peace in the hood and the local silence.
You know this is fire.
We got all in the same day. Yeah, hear me say.
This is fire.
Last but not least, show easy, no seller. And if you can't hang in the streets, then get the hell out. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You have your own freedom of choice who to listen to. You know good from bad, right from wrong. Now your mother singing that sad song. My baby, but you still got smoke at Baby's party. But you're not the first or the last. You took the short story from the past. You're dead now. Not number one, but a zero. Take notes from EZE. The violent hero.
Fuck. Now that's what we talk about. That's Arsenio Hall show, bringing that together. Only Arsenio Hall could do some shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? That was fire. That was fire. Nowadays, you probably can't get half of these artists to come together. They're so bougie and corny. Look at that. That was fire.
Yo, if you gotta pack some, pack education. Keep your mind strong and your body. Hotel accommodations arranged by Best Western, where you'll find.
And on that note, if you want to pack something, pack your brain, pack it with knowledge. Well, folks, that was the West Gang connection, and we had the East Side connection, the West Gang connection come together, speaking about violence, speaking about motherhood, speaking about fatherhood, speaking about manhood, speaking about sisterhood. The saddest thing about it is that in this day and age, can you imagine Nicki Minaj, the City Girls, and Megan Thee Stallion, and fucking Migos, and fucking all these other Drake, fucking what's the dude name? The dude Percocets, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that they can come together and we actually really believe the song? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, even if they try to come together this day and age and do a song like that, it won't be believable. It just won't be believable. It won't have no real merit. It won't have no real source. It'll just be something that they put together because they're just trying to mimic something. And that's because, like Nas said, hip hop is dead. So it's important for us now to pack our minds, pack our brains, pack our hearts with the right spirit, the right love, right energy. And that's the only way we're going to make the type of change that we need to get it together. Like I said, the only reason why I did this video was because I was watching Shock G documentary, and they said that Shock G was in this video and in the song, and I wanted to hear his verse. And it made me say, you know what? I got to do a live on these two songs because it's important. My next live I'm gonna do will be on "We Are the World." Okay, I'm gonna do that "We Are the World," and we're gonna go from there because it's important for us to break down these words and break down the songs and the words of all our iconic legends and hear what they had to say in their right mind frames when they was thinking about the right stuff because their mind was in the right things. And when I say right, I mean that they was on unity, unite, and fight for a cause. Too much money in this world for us be starving. Too much money in this world for us not to be robbing. Too much money in this world for us to be without a job when this greedy devil living eating slobbing. Okay, folks? There's too much resources out there in this world for us to be playing ourselves and hurting. Thank you for your listening ear. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for disappearing and tuning in again. I appreciate you when you go in and out because at least you want to hear what I got to say. Like I said before, I was talking to myself. Now I'm going to talk to the one person that just came in. I'm going to do my next live on Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie, "We Are the World." And we're going to break down those words. Why wait? Why wait? I want to do it now. I want to hear "We Are the World." So why wait, right? Why wait? I'm not going to wait. I got some time today. I'm going to line this up. Shut up. I'm going to line this up because it's important. Why not end it like this? This is how you end the video. Okay, I'm going to end the video with Michael Jackson. Salute to Michael and the whole entire cast.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. Keep on pretending day by day that somewhere will soon make a change. We are a part of God's great big family, and the truth, love is all we need. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make it brighter every day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making.
She got a dope voice.
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
Go, girl.
And their lives will be story free. As God has shown us,
Why does this shit look like this?
turn its dawn bread, and so we all must lend a helping hand. We are the children.
We are the one to make
That's the reason why.
When you're down and out, there seems no hope at all. But if you
There comes a time when we heed a
I'm gonna end it with this, folks.
when the world must come together as one.
I need to show your power, okay? This is power.
Oh, it's
Nothing but power when we come together. And what I love about this video is like you see the natural freestyle. Changing day by day.
That somewhere will soon make a change.
This is her voice.
We are a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the children.
That's his style.
We are the ones who make it brighter day. So let's start giving.
That's his style.
There's a choice we're making.
This is her voice.
We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
I love her voice right here. Go ahead.
Well, send them your
Go
heart,
ahead, Dean.
so they know that someone cares, and their lives will be stronger and free.
As God has shown us by turning storms red, and so we all must lend a helping hand. We are the world. We are the children.
We are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's start giving.
Oh, there's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
When you're down and out, there seems no hope at all.
But if you just believe, there's no way we can fall.
See, these are all the iconic people. You know what I'm saying? These are the elites. These are the people with the bread, the money. And as long as we as the people on the grounds not doing our part, they're not going to do the part the best ability that they can and should. You know what I'm saying? It's very important for us to realize that we are the power. You are now the power for these people. That room was billions of dollars worth of change. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. It's you and me. Yo, shorty, right.
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. All right, let me hear you.
Tina Turner?
We are the world. That we are the children. Let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. Come on now, let me hear you.
We are the world.
We are the world.
We are the children.
talent at the highest level. There will never be another Stevie Wonder. I mean, maybe Eddie Murphy, but there's no other Stevie Wonder, baby.
We are the ones who make a better day. So let's start giving. There's a choice for me. Ever saving everyone lives. It's true, we'll make a better day.
They was enjoying this shit. You could tell. They felt like they was making an impact. They felt good about what they was doing.
We are the world. We are the children. Yes, sir. We are the ones that make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. That guy.
Last verse. Thank you for your listening ear, your support. I really appreciate you for tuning in. I gave you 2 hours of reviewing USA for Africa. USA for Africa. That was dope. Okay. And we couldn't piggyback it. We couldn't pick it up. We couldn't really continue it on. We could not get this to go to another level. And that's what makes it sad. What up, Stephen G? We could not make this, if that's you, I don't know who that is. I'm good. Yo, we could not take this to the next level. That's what hurts. There's no reason why USA for Africa is still not going on. Like, I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe it is. But it's not going on in the spotlight. It's not going in the mainstream. USA for Africa should be saying they raised like $250 million, $300 million for to aid Africa and feed them. What was the end result of USA for Africa? So before we go, I'm going to hit my Google phone and Google USA for Africa and investigate whatever happened to USA for Africa. Let's find out. What happened to USA for Africa? We Are the World is a charity single originally recorded by a supergroup USA for Africa in 19... Oh, so that was a group. USA for Africa was a group. In 1985, it was written by Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie. Recorded January 28th, 1985. Quincy Jones. Okay. We Are the World. Okay. Does USA for Africa still exist? Established in 1985, Unite Support of Artists for Africa is best known for its 1985 recording of We Are the World and the Hands Across America. So let me check out Hands Across America. That's right. Event in 1986. And these, okay, hold on. In these 35 years, okay, like I said, I know what I be saying and I know numbers. I said we should be hearing that it raised like $250, $300 million. Well, it said that established in 1985, United Support of Artists for Africa is best known for its 1985 recording of We Are the World and the Hands Across America event in 1986. In these 35 years, USA for Africa has raised more than $100 million to help ease the pain of poverty in Africa and the United States. Was USA for Africa a success? All told, the organization raised 60 million in the world, which became the best-selling single in history. Sales of the song, written by Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie, reached 7.3 million singles. It said that USA for Africa raised at least $75 million for the nonprofit organization. Do USA for Africa still exist? It never answered that. You understand what I'm saying? Why this is not continue? For a major example, even like when Michael Jackson died, they were supposed to come together and give him a tribute. But obviously they all went their separate ways. You know what I'm saying? He's Wacko Jacko. He must have really got, how can we say it? Canceled. Michael Jackson got canceled. You understand what I'm saying? Michael Jackson got canceled. And that's so totally messed up. It is thank you. IC Don 167. USA for Africa is supposed to still be going on, and there's no reason why it stopped existing. And once Michael Jackson passed away, they were supposed to did another one. They were supposed to come together and they supposed to did another one just because they were supposed to do an honor and respect to Michael and his legacy and just what he started. We're going to one last run. They were supposed to did another song, even if they just remade the same song. They were supposed to did that song for Michael. But obviously, like I say, we don't have enough unity. We don't have enough love. We don't know. It's now or never. Michael Jackson's death could have raised about like $2 billion for the USA for Africa. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson's death could have raised $10 billion for Hands Across Africa. Michael Jackson's death could have raised $25 billion for USA. Hands Across USA. It didn't have to be Africa anymore. To feed the Americans. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, for real. This is like depressing that these people don't have the mindset to think bigger for the bigger cause. Should I say to think better for the bigger cause? We must think better for the bigger cause. You're good. Okay, Poppy, you got money now. What can I do to you for a little bit of that cash? I'm great and good. Oh my God. Oh boy. It's so crazy that no one comes on my chat, and the first person come on my chat, instead of me just having a good, decent conversation with them, I have to block them. Isn't that disgusting that I can't have a smooth chat and be conversating with people in my chat and have a conversation with the people in my chat in peace? Like I went on someone's live earlier today, and some clown dude, I don't even know who you are, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know you. I never met you in my circle, my square, but you be in the clouds, you be in as a spectator, and I'm speaking to the host, and the host speaking back to me, and you want attention, so you want to say, hey, it's Dusty Dawn, and yo, it's there, Dusty Dawn in the house, nigga. You want to say what's up? You want to say hello? Or no, you want to talk about me? Like, dude, I haven't been on these damn shorty, and you come in and want to ride the strings of my hairy, stinky balls. That's what you want to do. After I ran track for 3 hours in the sun at 95 degrees, you want to hang on the strands of the stinky balls? Like, yo, why y'all come and do shit like that? That's so stupid. Don't be hanging on the strands of sweaty balls. That's funny. Who be hanging on the strands of sweaty balls? Y'all need to stop that dumb shit. There's no better time than now. Okay, folks, stop doing that dumb, goofy stuff. You know what I'm saying, for real? Because I'm not here for that type of entertainment. I don't be coming to people live and picking on you guys. I don't be talking on you guys. I don't be trying to bully you. The only person I'll be talking about is lyrical honor. So I don't know why you guys want to come and when I'm doing my thing, you want to come with some old fruity shit. I don't do fruity cakes. Okay, I don't do the fruity cakes. I eat fruity pebbles, but I don't do fruity cakes. So once again, Michael Jackson death, Hands Across America was supposed to launch something again. They were supposed to raise X amount of money in the name of in honor of Michael Jackson. Some of that money that they could have took and they could even saved his Netherlands. You understand what I'm saying? But we don't think as a people, we don't think big. We think so small, and then we think about canceling one another. We think about hating on one another. We think about ridiculing one another. But we don't think about the bigger picture, what we could create with that opportunity. The passing of Michael Jackson was an opportunity to bring revenue and wealth to the have-nots and be a blessing in the name of Michael. And that's all he wanted to do anyway. So all we had to do was piggyback and ride the wave and make a strong, strong move. But no, our people are not ready to take charge and be in control and show that we are leaders. We wait for others to do things and then we follow. We are the people that must become the leaders. We must raise up leaders. If you have children, teach them and train them how to become a leader. And the only way they can become a leader is not by relying always on mommy. They have to know that they have to go out there and do what they have to do. I was packing bags at the age of 12 and 11. They have to know that they can go out there and they can raise money themselves and buy their own sneakers. They don't have to be stressed to their parents. Raise them to become leaders because we need more leaders. We do not need twerking hoe girls, and we don't need a bunch of thug gang life sing running the street pothead little boys. What makes me sick is hearing little kids talk and they talk about smoking weed. That's very disgusting. Hearing little kids talk about, oh, I got you high the other day, and I'm like, yo, aren't you like 12? Where's your dad at? Oh, I don't have your father. Oh, okay, all right, 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 all right. Black Man Rise Original Rebel. Look out for the Black Man Rise tour. Look out for the Black Man Rise tour. Trust me, folks. There's so many things that I say, and the next thing you know is be put out there in the atmosphere. I'm not going to say who's doing it, but I came up with a concept, and the devil locked me up. And next thing you know, is manifest is out there in the energy, is out there in the world, and someone grabbed it and they running with it, and it's the devil, yo. I'm telling you, this world is spiritual, and I know spiritually I have a place in it. If there's anybody out there who would like to help and support the cause, Icy Dawn 167. If there's anybody who would like to purchase a book, I have this Black Parent Advocate book that I'm selling. I'm actually auctioning my personally autographed book. So if you would like a book that was made by Umar Johnson and given to Don M, Icy Don, the FDNG Boogeyman, like I say, it's a good investment. Somebody will buy this book. Somebody will buy this book. I ain't talking about you buying it from me. I'm talking about them buying it from you. So, who would like the Black Parent Advocate? Brand new, never, still crispy. It's very crispy. I almost burned page 283 Let's see what's on 283. I just made that up. I just grabbed that number out of there. Let's look and see what's on page 283. Y'all want to know what's on page 283? Let's see what's on page 283. Because I just said I was going to burn page 283, but this is page 283. Letter sample failure to conduct reevaluation within 3-year window. So, like I say, if anybody would like a Black Parent Advocate book, I have one for sale, brand new, never been read before. Oh my God, never been read. Includes tips for school meetings. You understand what I'm saying? Good book for you folks. So if you like the Black Parent Advocate book, I have mine that I'm selling. I'm auctioning it. It's a good book. Not because I read it, but it's a good book because I have it to sell. So I have to say it's a good book. It's a great book. Designed by one of his girlfriends. Okay, folks? So if you would like to purchase a book and you know you can't get it from Umar because he's not going to sell it to you, you can get it from me. So you can hit me on my email. What is that? I don't even know my email. What is it? IC Don 502 at gmail.com. I remember when some people was calling my phone up and they was calling my phone up threatening to roll up on me and all sorts of stuff. Back in the day, back in the early 2020s and I was trying to say the late 2020s and in December and January, oh man, I was getting some really threatening people hitting me up. Like they was really going so hard for this man right here. They was going extremely hard for that man right there. They was going extremely hard for that dude right there. But as he still didn't open the school, this was 2020. Let me show you. The day it was signed. The day my book was signed was 11/1/20. It's about to be 2 years since this book that school didn't open up. That's pretty fucked up. Okay, folks? That's pretty sad and really downright disgusting to raise X amount of money, have buildings, and inside the buildings, you have not done anything constructive, anything of education. And even if you are, it still don't matter because 90% of the people will say, yo, when's the school going to open? So if you did do something in the school, 90% of your viewers know that school is still not open because we know that school didn't open. We know that you're doing a block party in September. School opened up in September for all the kids, but your school didn't open up. But you are doing a block party. Black Man Rise, Original Rebel. I'll be at your block party. To be honest, if I didn't get locked up, I would have did some promoting out there to really do something. Now I'll do something out there at the block party. I'm very upset. I got locked up. I was really trying to make a curveball. I was trying to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? I might still get out there and do something. I might. You know what? You know what, folks? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put him in a very ill predicament. I'm going to tell you my chess move too. All right, folks? This is a complete freestyle. I was about to get off a long time ago, okay? I was really going to end this live a long time ago, I was going to end it like 23 minutes ago. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about 23 minutes. But this is what the end result is. What's today? Damn, I got so much to do. I don't know if I can make that move. I'm gonna try my best to make this move though. Because I have some flyers. I'm contemplating on going out there, putting some flyers out, and having when the people call me up, give them that location. That's where they're gonna meet me. They're gonna meet me at that school for registration for my Project Picnic program. And if he do some cornball shit, he's on blast at his own spot. I think I'm really going to put, like I said, sometimes you got to put the mirror in front of the man so they can see themselves in the mirror. They got to put the mirror, you got to put the man in the mirror so he can look at himself from the mirror outside and from the outside inside. I'm going to bring people to this man's function. And when this man acts up in front of me, they're going to see what type of man he really is. So, folks, if you would like to see that happen, if you not only like to see that happen, but if you like to see the success of it or see the failure of it, $167 Icy Don, help me get some flyers. I gotta make this is not a good one to show. This one got a little stain on it. Hold on. In fact, now maybe you need to see it messed up. I need flyers because the pack, I had a stack of flyers like this, and they got something spilled on it. Okay, see, so you don't think I'm bullshitting. Look, see, same spot. See what I'm saying? So I already had a stack. It's just that something spilled on it. Had a big stack. So these flyers got messed up. So this is like money just wasted. You understand what I'm saying? I can't keep wasting money. So no, we're not saying we're gonna waste your money. We're just saying that the money that I spent went down drains. So with your help, your support, you'll see what happened with your flyers. Okay, this is the flyer we'll launch out there in Delaware. Because Black Men Rise Original Rebel Tour must move forward. We must move forward. And like I say, it's a tour. So we're looking at New York, we're looking at Philly, we're looking at Delaware, we're looking at Jersey, and we're looking at Connecticut. Okay? We're looking at the tri-state area, and we're going a little further down Pennsylvania, as well as Delaware. I didn't go all the way out to the FDMG school for nothing. I went out to the FDMG school because I was going to be pushing my program, my product, my program, my project, creating jobs, creating employment. I got to duplicate myself. So if there's anyone I'm about to say the train. If there's anyone on the who would like to help and support, $ Icy Don 167. If you have any requests of what you'd like to see at September 10th at the FDMG, hit me up on my email. But we're gonna make this happen. Like I say, you see this little stain on it? I don't know if that's icy juice. I don't know what the hell it is. But we need these flyers. I need a few thousand because I got to put them on in Philly as well and New York. All right. I'm just gonna throw it out there, Philly and in Delaware, just to do it. Because I need something to do, and Delaware actually really needs something. And so we're gonna put the spotlight on Umar. Okay, we're gonna put the spotlight on Umar. But no matter what, I would use the Boys and Girls Club. You understand what I'm saying? Like I already know, the method of what I'm doing. So I already spoke to the Boys and Girls Club. So they said, they showed me the rooms up in there and everything. So we would be able to host this project out there. I only need to be out there in Delaware once or twice a week. Understand? Because I'm gonna be doing most of the stuff online and giving they have things that they have to do, and then I'll have the meetings once or twice a week, and then once we start growing, I'll get a little spot out there for our little headquarters. But in the meantime, our headquarters could be, it was supposed to be an FDMG, but it could be the Boys and Girls Club. Okay, so things don't stop. We still move forward. It's about us understanding our point and purpose, and black men rising and being the original rebels and not quitting. And so that's what this live was all about. It's now or never. You dig? Peace. Oh, thank you for your listening. Have a beautiful night.